What's going on, guys? Slovosh here. Wanted to bring you a new mono black deck that I've been tweaking around and playing a little bit. This deck was inspired by Average Gamer's big artifact mono black deck that he posted maybe a week ago, maybe a little bit less than that, but it really looked fun as hell, so I did what everyone does, net decked it, started playing with it, and realized that there's a big blaring problem with getting to the end game of the build. So I did some modifications to hopefully survive in the early game, and that involved removing some things, bringing some lands down, and adding in some other like stalling tactics to the deck. So this is what we ended up with. I just got done kind of doing this in hindsight. I just played 7 games on the ranked ladder for the December ranked ladder since it just reset today. I went 6 for 7 going through I guess silver and gold, so that's like, not super high, but 6 out of 7 games we won with this deck. I'm not saying it's something you should definitely craft because there's a lot of mythics and rares in it, but it is extremely fun. So if you have some of these cards laying around from other decks, maybe other mono black decks, it's actually incredible, and it's fun as hell to use Karn. I really wanted to build around him, and I'm glad I got to include him. So this is the deck. We have our early game removal package, which is Cut Down, Go for the Throat, Malicious Malfunction. This card is honestly like an MVP recently. We have some of our card draw spells like Bankbuster and Celestis when you change night to day kind of thing. So these kind of help with a little bit of mana ramp eventually and just making sure you're hitting your lands. Liliana, just for control of the board state alongside of the sweepers here for your real stubborn creatures like Hero Benalia, your Graveyard Trespasser, things like that, things with ward that you don't want to hit because you have to pay a price. She's a great way around them. She's also a pretty big threat on her own if she's not answered. The discarding effect here can actually play into our scheme. So if we do a +1, we can actually cheat in creatures like Phyrexian Fleshgorger and the Cityscape Leveler using the Cruelty of Gix. The level 3 on this lets you bring something back from either the opponent's or your own graveyard, and when something comes back in as a full price. So you can play this on 3, like your creature on 3. So let's say these are the creatures here that we're playing. Phyrexian Fleshgorger is usually your turn 3 play, and then if it gets killed after it's hopefully gained you some life and just stalled out the game a little bit with a big body, you can bring this back with Cruelty of Gix. And then, as I was saying, with her +1, it's not always a bad thing. If you have too many like big levelers in your hand, you can put these into the bin and cheat them out on 5 CMC rather than 8. They're always good from the graveyard too because they have Unearth, so you get a one-shot kill anything +8 damage, which is pretty nuts. So that's where Lily comes in, and her plussing obviously adds for another removal spell, and then if she goes to 6, it's pretty much just game ending. So they have to answer her, they have to spend resources on her. So it's removal, it's a way to put creatures into our bin, and it's a distraction so that the opponent has to put resources towards her rather than your face. So helps you actually net some life over turns if you're playing a real aggressive deck. Same with Karn. Put him down on 4, and you pretty much only use him for the Power Stone tokens, just to basically like mana ramp, because we're trying to get to like 8 and 9 mana as fast as possible, or 7 really for the Fleshgorger. If he goes unanswered, you obviously can do the ultimate, or you can just search through your library for like infinite amount of things. I use the Power Stones to do the searching so that I'm not like, I guess, kind of like screwing myself out of mana. So the Power Stones work on his -1. So like if you've gone +1/+1 for 2 turns, you can dig down 2 and get something. So it's pretty sweet. But most of the time he's just ramp, and after 1 activation, he's 5 loyalty. So he's got basically 5 toughness to like absorb some heat. So like some of the smaller 1 power creatures don't do crap to him, so he'll get a couple turns of a Power Stone off, which is all you really need, because you're trying to get to 7, 8, or 9, and then you just kind of like blow out the game with some of these big ass artifacts. So Shieldred, 3 of, just because she's again just a must answer threat. Everyone knows how good she is in black now. As I said before, Fleshgorger is just an overperformer at 3 and at 7. The lifelink, the ward, and the menace all can play big parts in like how the game ends up. Gaining life and getting that, you know, evasive creature on the board to hammer down their planeswalkers is a huge thing. Plus, this guy will power up your bank busters. So on 3, if you dropped a bank buster on 2, you can swing in for 4 on turn 3 and have a lifelink ward guy in the field, which is sweet. Cruelty of Gix, if you haven't seen this yet, I mean, I don't know why I read these cards sometimes, because everyone who's seen Mono Black, everyone uses cards like this. So primarily you're using this one to do, if you think they're a heavy creature deck, you can obviously go into their hand on turn 1, or you can read ahead and go to turn 2 and get like a board sweep. So I oftentimes go and search for a Malicious Malfunction off of 2, and then on 3, hopefully you have something in your bin like a Cityscape Leveler, Fleshgorger, or something like that, or even a Shieldred. Just sticky creatures are just hard to deal with. There's not enough removal on certain decks to deal with them coming back multiple times. So Cruelty of Gix is an all-star here too. Lets you get what you need, and as long as you have enough life, that is. And then obviously putting a creature on the board that is a 7/5 lifelink menace ward, or a Cityscape Leveler that's an 8/8 trample and destroy something every time it attacks is just insane. Obviously Shieldred's ridiculous too for life gain and drain. Everyone knows what Invoke Despair does. It's still really good for card draw and killing enchantments and planeswalkers. And then one of the funnest cards in the deck, but it's not always likely that you get to 9 mana, which is why I brought this down to 2. Phyrexia makes them sack 3 creatures. So if they have 3, which oddly enough, most of the times I play this, they only have 3. So they sack their entire board state, and then at the beginning of each upkeep, you get to put a creature from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So this will let you keep recursion on your Fleshgorgers, your Cityscape Levelers, your Shieldreds, or any of the creatures that you feel like you want to play. As long as they don't have an artifact removal, they are absolutely screwed. So this is why we're ramping with Karn. This is why we have 25 lands in the deck, just so we can hit, you know, mana almost every turn and keep leveling out. So the best games are when you have a smooth mana base, and then you get up to like 7 or 8, and then you really start to stabilize, and then, you know, obviously you get to 9, it's an absolute blowout. So this is the entire deck. If you guys have any comments or questions on what lines of play to do, or suggestions for things that should be moved around in certain spots, I'm totally open for the ideas. I just wanted you to see this is the deck I've been having a lot of fun with. I actually get like excited to play Magic when I'm playing this deck, but I definitely have gotten blown out a lot with it, so it's up to you guys if you want to craft it. Right now I've got a pretty good win rate. Other days I feel like I can't do a damn thing right. So this is the deck entirely, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. I'm going to try and put those in succession. I'm just going to show you the wins today. As I said, I won 6 out of 7 in a row. No, I'm sorry. I won 5, lost 1, and then won 1 more for a total of 7 games. And that was all on Ranked Ladder, so we're playing against the best of the best, and it did pretty well. Hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. All right. We are back on the ladder. Season just reset for December, and we are going to try out a mono black artifact deck that we've been kind of tweaking and working on. So we will probably keep this. Hope that we're not playing an early aggressive matchup, which is not likely to be the case, but so we potentially have a Grixis player here. Grixis Anvil. Interesting. Get the Gorger out. We're gonna beat in. I think we're going in here, and then we'll probably put down Shieldred since we have 2. Although Karn ramping would be really good for us, so. But no, now we need a body, so we're gonna do Shieldred here. Definitely will punish them if they do the draw 2. Go ahead and discard 2, please. Take 4 more damage. Just the 1. Okay. Go ahead and crow up this bad boy. In response, is he coming in to throw it to the wind? No, he is not. All right. I'm not sure what he's got going on under the hood, but we're gonna attack in. Invoke here would be pretty solid. I just don't know if they're holding up a counterspell, which would suck. So we may just throw out another Shieldred here, because this is a must-answer threat. They're gonna invoke me. Oh, just another anvil. Alright, they are tapped out.
I'll have this fight over what? Like making masterpieces is hard?
Tapped out is good for us. If they want to take all this damage, that's fine with me. A malicious malformation would be pretty solid right here. Instead, we're just gonna keep drawing lands. Let's see what we get here off the Bank Buster. Ooh, Cruelty. I'll take it. We're gonna go level 2. We will get, how many we got? 5, 6. Really close to a Cityscape leveler, but I think I'm gonna go with this just to clear their board state up. We're gonna take some damage here, but after that we should be in the clear. And then we'll probably revive the Flesh Gorger. Or do we get children? No, we'll get the Gorger. Just because if they target it, then they're out. And let's see what they can do about this. They might just be holding on to tons of counter spells. Go ahead and draw. Well, let's go in for the beat. Because they are damn close to being dead. We're Karn down. And we're going to get some Power Stone.
Dominaria's treasures will aid us in our fight.
Guess we'll go for Gix here. Probably get another malfunction. Yeah. I was going to say they were planning on blocking and then sacking so they don't gain any life. But I wasn't about to have that. I'd rather come in for 5 and beat. So that was a decent game. We're going to run it back. Alright, we're against Walls with the black artifact deck that we've been tweaking. We got the original idea from Average Gamer. He had a very similar artifact mono black deck going on, but it struggled a little bit with the early game with how aggressive the meta has become, so kind of tweaked it to survive the early game a little bit better. It seems like an okay hand, assuming they don't come out red hot. Get down the Buster.
Enough with the mysteries.
We're going to manage their board state a little bit here.
Haven't you ever heard
Try and keep the creature count as low as possible. Make them discard. We're actually going to drop off the leveler, because then we can cheat it in with Gix. We're going to drop Shelly. And we'll pass. Perfectly fine with me. I think she's served her purpose here, so we're gonna delete this guy.
That's like you believe. Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
I really would like to keep developing mana, because if we can get up there in mana, then we're going to be golden. This screams Wandering Emperor, so I'm not going to attack in. I'll just let them bleed away. Yes, keep drawing, dude. This is ambitious Farmham Tribal, man. I'm gonna put a stop here, hopefully. There we go. Get a draw off of him. My turn. Let's see what they're cooking with in their hand.
Now you've done it. That's something. Guards, to me.
Yeah, no Sanctuary Ward, thanks. And we'll roll with it. Wonder if he'll go with that guy. Yep. We're just gonna do a draw here because he'll probably do the invoke, which doesn't matter because I got enough mana to do it anyways. Oh, he went for the go for the throat. Fair enough.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Okay. Taking some more damage. Yeah, they're getting outvalued by me not doing anything. Shouldred's just such a house, man. It's crazy. But I was gonna tear their board in half this turn. Awesome. All right, we're against a Doggin, and we have quite the heavy endgame curve here, but we do have some of our ramping cards, and 3 lands is not bad for an opener. If this is a super aggro deck, we're just dead. If it's a slower deck, these cards are powerhouses. I think I'm gonna risk it. Looks like it's blue-white control. Not exactly our best matchup. Maybe it's blue-white soldiers. Might be soldiers, actually. Yeah. It's probably just blue-white soldiers. See if they forget that I can power up. We're gonna let that resolve. Now we're gonna crew. Come at me, bro. Oh my god, that's so good, dude. Oh my lordy. And I get a 7-7 back. Oh lordy. That is why you put that card in your deck. Malicious malfunction. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that when you Brutal Cathar a creature with prototype, it comes back as the full casting cost version. You're gonna take 7 here. Oh my lord. Well, let's get Karn down to develop.
I started it, and I it. The Thran still have secrets to uncover.
Coming at Karn or me, bro? Yeah. I love the Planeswalker distraction, because he's just here as a mana battery. Ooh. I think I can do it now. Go ahead and get another Power Stone out of him.
Every power stone fuels our cause.
Alright, I was 1 mana short. If I was only good at math. It's alright. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 already. So we're getting the Cityscape Lover next turn. We're going to draw 2 here.
Did I miscalculate?
Alright, 1 draw. That's a land. Let's get the other draw. Ooh, a Lily. Nice. Alright, Portal of Phyrexia. And game? Yeah, it's gotta be game. I get to bring something back every turn, bro. Yeah, I think I'll bring this guy back. And I'm gonna go ahead and destroy the shit out of that. And I think I will put the crew on him. Going for the beats. How you faring now? A Brutal Cathar. Okay, as I expected. Blown out endgame. No chance. Alright, hitting gold already. That's decent. Let's see my coins. Let's roll this. White and red. Alright, we're against Next Die with our black artifact deck. Main goal is to ramp. Get through the beginning game with some removal and some creature or planeswalker distractions, and then just take the game over with like Portal, Phyrexia, and Cityscape Leveler. This is an okay opening hand. So we got a cut down for something. I like to just keep the creature count as low as possible. Still having some issues with my client, apparently. I really don't understand. We'll go ahead and pass. Turn there. There we go. Just had to change the phase or or something. Alright, we're gonna go Gorger on 3, swing in with the Bank Buster. Drawing a Liliana here would be pretty solid. No, they'll just get it instead.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win. Off you go.
Let's pray for a land here. And no, just another 4-drop. Alright, so we're getting screwed on mana, even though we have 26 in the deck.
We all have things we'd rather.
Drop off the leveler. Let them know what we got. This just looks like mono black aggro, but they're really not doing a great job at aggressing. This is why I was hoping I had if I could have drawn a land there, could have got the draw, could have developed mana. Can I get a mana? Thank you. Evolve Sleeper. Okay. Yep. Keep making me discard. Drop a Children.
Drop it.
Hopefully they beef up Misery Shadow. Now we're going to take it out. We'll see what they want to do here. I'm going for Lily here on this attack. They're either going to have to chump their Evolve Sleeper and have no board state, or they lose their Lily. Lily drops to 1. I lose my Shieldred.
I've always hated it.
Okay. We got enough for this.
Sleeper agents walk among us. Be careful who you trust.
We will plus for the Power Stone and end the turn.
The Thrall still have secrets to uncover.
Fine with me, man. Can I get priority back? Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to draw. Cool. Resolve. Drop this off. My turn. Oof. Oof. Yeah, Cityscape's coming down. Bye-bye, Lily.
It's no fun when they hit back.
And we're going to go ahead and crew up and go in. See what they want to do. If they top deck a removal spell, that's incredible. Okay, and they conceded. I was going to say the next play after that would have been, depending on if they had a removal spell, they probably removed this. Then they would have came in for the Karn, which is fine. I would have drawn one, maybe spin it on the removal of that, unless I had like a Lily or something coming up. But then I was going to say we could flash back the City Leveler and just swing in for 12 on the backswing, and they die anyways. So, pretty solid finish. All right, back on the December standard ladder with a black artifact deck. I'm not sure what I'm looking at for the player's name, something in Russian. But basically we are trying to get through the beginning game and ramp to big cards like Cityscape Leveler and just take over with that. So we have some good early removal and pressure. So I'm going to actually keep this hand. 3 lands is usually solid. Very nice. Okay, so when this thing gets indestructible, you have to discard a card and tap it. So I'm going to do it just before combat. No, I guess I won't. Definitely need to take that guy out. And then it won't matter what they do. Lily will clean up this turd. Can't get around the sacrifice effect, so you can make it as indestructible as you want. Bye-bye, hero.
For once, it's not my fault. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
We will probably plus the Lily, drop the Cityscape Leveler, because we can revive it with Gix at 5, so it's a way of cheating it in play, which is pretty sweet. And then next turn, depending on if we get mana or not, we'll go Gorger to protect. We did not get mana.
Drop it.
This guy is a big threat, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove him. Because that thing poops out little creatures, as well as gives them a draw ability. Perfectly fine with me. That's damage not to my face. Drop the Shieldred, see what they do about this big booty on her, and they just used their Faithful Absence on that. Alright, they Brutal Cathard me. just play the next one. It's going to legend roll itself, but that's fine. We really need we need to survive, so we're gonna put down some blockers, not doing anything. I really need a mana. Maybe I should have drawn there. Can't believe the aggro deck's got more lands than me. I'm drawing here. There's a land. That's good. Alright, so now, who do we pick off? I can't let this guy keep pumping. So I think he's gots to die. We're gonna sit on our ass and do nothing. We got them pretty much brick walled. All right, this is a tough one. We got to play 2 spells, which we don't have the mana for. I kind of want to go in with a Gorger here, to be honest. No, I'd have to go in with Shelly. Let's see what they do here. Going in with Shelly, can definitely, if they do a double block there, perfect. I'm totally fine with this trade. Yeah. Alright, now we invoke and we get him back anyways. And we get around the ward cost. Oh, these malicious malfunctions are so good, dude. Double draw and you're dead on board. So, oh, develop the mana. 2 more damage. He wanted to do double spell to flip it, but I don't think that counts as a spell, so you just lose. In the off chance that they do something silly, I'm gonna get this cooking. We've waited long enough. I don't know why they're sticking around. Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty nuts. That double block went really good for me. Sick. Playing against Magician. Anyways, mono black ramp to artifacts coming at ya. Opponent goes first. We got some kill spells, 3 mana. It's not terrible. Another Grixis list. Been playing a lot of them on the ladder so far. Unless this is just another version of Soldiers and no one told me. Oh. Yeah, this must be a new deck list for the Oni Cult Anvil deck. He's probably gonna pick the Anvil if I had to guess. It's like what his whole deck is about. Wow, really a hard decision. Yeah, that's gonna die immediately. Let's get Lily out and cooking. Drop the leveler.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Looks like they're hurting to string their mana base together. Or not. They just legitimately are playing slower than shit for no reason.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Shelly down. They have not really shown any creatures except for these guys. Wow, they had a handful of land. That's crazy. We're gonna get this going. I'd like to see what they got left. Another removal, okay. We are definitely going to get malicious malfunction here. What'd you exile this time? Another Fable. You gonna play it? Please play it. Wow, just mana, 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 mana. That's pretty good value, if you ask me. We'll bring back Shelly or... yeah, probably Shelly. Make him use... ooh, we could bring back a leveler. bring back Shelly, make him use the kill spell on it. Put down the Gorger, gain some life back. We were one away from casting it hard, but they can't touch it with the Gopher Throat. Bankbuster draw. Oh my goodness, what do they, I mean, like, what is there to do right now? You either draw or you kill my guy. I mean, there's not... Coming at me. Block him. We're gonna put down Children. He will probably just kill it with the duplicate Blood Tithe Harvester. Man, we really need to get another board sweep here. He's piecing it together. If I make a copy of the Blood Tithe Harvester and then sack it, I can kill the Shieldred. Right? Right. If I draw one more mana, I'm going to Gix. Coming in for 3. Coming in for 7. Going to 2, taking me dangerously low, but we got to get this. And then blow their entire board state in half. But if they draw 3 power creature, they get their Bankbuster. I think
I'll win any fight. I know exactly what the metal wants to be.
I think I might have to bring back Shieldred here. And then unearth the Cityscape Leveler. I need the life from Shieldred.
Clearly, my designs have room for improvement.
Game is tight. Do they have remover for Shieldred? Because if they draw, they die. Okay. So they did not. That was a damn close game, but we pulled out almost the gold tier 3.